Now, inequalities, we have color signs. This sign, which means what? What is that sign? Greater than, yes. This sign, well, actually, they do them this way in math. In computer language, you put the equal after. This is what? Greater than or equal to. Notice or, not and. There's a big difference. This sign is what? Less than. When you look actually at that this way, it looks like capital L, doesn't it? That's how some people look at it. It looks like capital L, that sign. I can write less than like this, or equal. I forgot to put the equal under it. But notice that L really looks like that symbol there. So that's one way people remember them. Some people go by the Pac-Man. They go, the mouth is always, the open one is the mouth. So if you're on this side, that's bigger. If you're on this side, that's smaller. The mouth is always that one, that's the bigger one. And this is really not equal, which is not in this section, but because this section about equality or inequality. We're talking about less than or greater than. So when I wrote this one, I said the or is really important, because when you write is 5 greater than or equal to 5, yes or no?
Yes.
Remember, you have two conditions, greater than or equal. Is 5 greater than 5?
Yes and no.
No. But is it equal to 5?
Yes.
With or operation, you only have to satisfy one of the conditions. If you satisfy both, that's great. But you only have to satisfy one of the conditions. Since 5 is equal to 5, that is true.
You can't satisfy both.
Huh?
You can't.
Now in this case, but an example, for example, I can give you to get A in this class. Maybe I shouldn't say this on video. I'll do it this way. I won't mention money, nothing here. You need to have an average greater than or equal to 93, or a score greater than 97 on the final exam. So that means what? Average of 93, homework average, I should say. To get A in the course, you need to have a homework average. So if your homework average is 94, do you really have to take the test, the final exam? No, you're exempt from it, because you only have to satisfy one of the conditions.
Wait, is that how this course works?
No. I was about to say you have to have a 93 average, or give me $500. Then I'm recording this and I'm saying that on camera. I'm in trouble now. But I said I'll stay away from that statement. Or score 97, higher than 97 on the final exam. So you could miss all the homework assignments. Don't do anything. Take the final exam, you get a 98, I have to give you an A. Because that's the statement. You only have to satisfy one of the conditions. Now, does that stop in you? Let's say you have a 94 average. You say, you know what, I want to know if I really know it. I want to take the final exam. And now you get a 99. So when you ask me, how can you do both? Not in that example, but in this example, you could do both. You could have an average more than 93 and decide to take the final exam, you scored 98 on it. That's fine, you know. But with an or, you only have to satisfy one of the conditions, not both. So now, if I write, just to make sure you understand the notation here, because we use different format, if I said, can you solve or show me what the graph of this looks like? X is greater than 7. How do we write that? How do we graph that? There's the number line, right? There's the 7. You don't have to write all the numbers, just circle the 7. Is the 7 included?
No.
So how do you say it's not included then?
Open circle.
Open circle, very good. And we're saying what? To the right. Not including the 7, all the way to the right. Again, the difference between that and this one. This one, is the 7 included?
Yes.
So the way we write the 7 included, what do we do? It's not an open circle, it's a closed circle. We color the inside of it, and we go to the right. So that's how you indicate the value is included or not. Now, we have a newer way of doing these. This is the old-fashioned way of doing it. Now, a lot of people walking away from it going, let's do it in the new look. The new look says, that's fine here. But instead of using that, there's the 7. We're going to use parentheses to indicate is not included. So parentheses, it's not included. Square bracket is included. So in this example, this will be parentheses and to the right. Again, parentheses means not included. You want to include the value like this one, we use square bracket. Now, why we use that notation? What's the big deal about it? Because in a lot of these problems, we really can't graph on our software. The program with the LSUs, we can't graph these pictures. So they're either going to give you the picture and you select which one, or they're going to ask you to write the answer in interval notation. What does that mean, interval notation? You're going to tell me from where to where the value is. So for this one, from 7 to where? To infinity. So the way you write that, from 7, notice parentheses meaning what? Not included. All the way to what? Infinity. Is infinity included? Infinity will never be included. Why? Because we can't reach it. When you think you got there, nope, that's not it. It's beyond that. For this in interval notation, the way you write that, and when you type it, by the way, it's going to be marked red on your software. So you think there's something wrong there, but it's not. Notice the 7 has a square bracket, but the 8 has parentheses. 7 is included. I said 8. It's infinity. Infinity is not included. And that'll be the correct answer. I'll do another one. X less than or equal to 4. X less than 5. I'm just different examples. This is the 4. This is the 5. Again, for this one is going to be what? Closed circle, right? And is it to the left or to the right?
To the left.
Less than, to the left. In the new look, this will be what? Square bracket, yep. To the left. This one will be open circle, and which way? To the left. Parentheses to the left. So now let's go to interval notation. How do you write the answer in interval notation? From where to where? Where's X going from?
For the first one?
Yep.
Negative infinity?
Yes, you want to write the left value first, then the right value last. Negative infinity to where? to 4 include the 4. Notice infinity is not included, the 4 is included. The next one, negative infinity to where? 5. None of them included. I'll try another example. X is greater than or equal to negative 4 and less than 5. And this one, x is greater than 7 or x is less than 4. This is the negative 4. This is the 5. This is the 4 here. This is the 7. So if you look at this one, it says x is greater than or equal to negative 4, right? So negative 4 is included, but 5 is not. And from where to where? It's between the two numbers, right? It's bigger than this, but less than that. In the new look, this will be this. Negative 4, comma, 5. So in interval notation, there's my answer. That's why we like that look. Because if you look at that picture, it says use square bracket here, use parentheses here. Now notice this can't be between them. X cannot be less than 4 and bigger than 7 at the same time. It's an or. So you only have to satisfy one of the conditions. So it's less than 4. I should put less than or equal to. Let's put equal with the 4 here. Or with the 7. Which one you want?
Either.
Huh? Either one? There we go. X is less than 4. That's open circle. Greater than or equal to 7, that's a closed circle. Closed. And we go to the right. So this is the negative, this is the 4, not the negative 4. There's no negative here. And there's the 7. Can't be in between them. In between them, x is bigger than 4 and less than 7. That's not what we're saying. X is greater than or equal to 7, or x is less than 4. And how do you write this in interval notation? From where to where? Well, let's look at that piece. Where's that piece from? Isn't that negative infinity? To where? To 4? None of them included. Leave a space, small space between them. The other one from where to where? 7 to infinity. But if you write them like this, they'll mark it wrong. Why? You have to add a u in between them. What's the u?
Or.
Well, why the letter u? Why not o for or? Union in set notation. Remember the union of two sets? It's neither A or is it in B or in both. So that's why they use the u, because of union in set notation. So you have to write that u. It'll be actually given in the bottom as one of the symbols. You have to click on it after you type the first one. You click on the U, then you type the second one.
You said because of set notation?
Yes. Well, the word union from sets, it says the set of A union B means either in A or in B or in both of them. So that's why they use that U here, because from set notation. Okay, are we good with these notation? Everyone understands them? That's the first section. Much easier than trig.